I wanted to put this out into the universe so I could clarify some of the things that I have been sharing about the Kirk Franklin situation and how, this has triggered something in me. I was 19 years old, walking down the aisle. Let me make sure. Okay, there we go. I was 19 years old, y'all, walking down the aisle to a man 32. Okay? Everybody in my family told me not to get married so young. These are the red flags. The red flags was, he ain't got no job. He ain't got no car. He don't have no place to stay. Why are you doing this? And things of that sort. But I did not listen, right? And so I fell on the sword of my decision. The reason why I'm so triggered and I stand with Kirk Franklin, because we don't know what these kids, y'all don't know what these kids be doing and how they do not listen to good parenting. Hey, good morning. And sometimes you have to, as a parent, you have to let these kids know, hey, listen, if you're not going to be respectful towards me, respect me as your parent, trying to love on you and give you the tools that you need to be a successful adult, then I'm done with you. And it's nothing, it doesn't mean that we don't love you. It means that we recognize that you don't listen. I guarantee you, if that boy is 30-something years old, that Kurt has been dealing with this trauma and this situation for a mighty long time before it came to the surface. But sometimes y'all don't understand, and this I didn't understand until I became a parent of a teenager. I was a teenager, and I told you, I was there, and I did not understand that I was making choices that caused trauma in my life. I did not have to make those choices. Like, for example, if you tell people you're eating bad, you eating this, it's going to cause you, it's some harm to your body, and they don't listen, and then they get mad that they sick and in a hospital, what the fuck is you supposed to do? What the fuck is you supposed to do? Sometimes you got to give these kids tough love. I will cuss anybody out. And if I take time to talk to you, it's because I care for you. Everybody don't have that soft approach to loving on you. We can love on you in a soft, nurturing way, but then there's sometimes some kids will push you to that. And there is no roadmap or no one book on how to parent. I didn't know how to parent. I became a mama, and I ain't never had a mama. My mama gave me up for an adoption when she was 16. She gave birth to me at 16, gave me up for adoption. I was with my adopted family since I was 3 months. And when I tried to go back and mend that relationship, it's still, that was the most trauma that I ever experienced in my life. But who caused it? Me? I caused it on myself. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes, that's right. What are you supposed to do when you talking to a brick wall? That's why I say, at what point, what does the son want from him? What does he want from him? Does he want money? Does he want attention? Does he want fame? What is it he want? Because at 30 years old, listen, my mama, I didn't have no mama. I don't know who my daddy is, but I had to go to counseling for myself. And after I went when I went in counseling, the counselor had to tell me, listen, at a certain point in your life, you're going to have to take the reins of your life and heal yourself. Your destiny is in your hands. Now, when it comes to these damn children, we raise them to a certain point, but after a certain point, what? They karma is on them. That shit is on them. That shit is on them. How much more do you have to bow down to a disrespectful ass child? How much more? I'm not bound down to no disrespectful disrespectful ass child that I gave birth to? You're not gonna disrespect me and get my hand? No, I'm not God, and I'm not trying to be, but I'm trying to be the best parent I can be. And I'm sure that situation got me so fucking triggered because there's two sides to every fucking story. And I'm looking and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? We is not about to cancel Kirk Franklin. We is not about to cancel Kirk Franklin. Because the man is not only a gospel great, but he's been transparent through his whole journey. I don't know him, but I can tell in the situation that the son needs some fucking healing. Hey, I might want some money. But let me tell you something. As a parent, when I went to counseling with my child, the counselor said, what do y'all want to get out this counseling? And I was saying this to the counselor. I said, you know, my goal was to, by the time my daughter turned 18, was to buy her a house and give her $10,000 cash. Before I could even complete the sentence, the counselor said, be quiet. Don't say that. Because the counselor was sharing with me that I got to stop giving. You can't keep giving to kids who's giving you disrespectful behavior. It's not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for them. It's not healthy. So I'm quite sure that the boy probably needs some help. He probably wants his bills paid or whatever. But at what point do you start as a parent, as a person to say, I'm not going to keep saving you while you keep disrespecting me and making bad choices? Because this generation is very entitled. And me and my husband, we were saying to ourselves, like, damn, it's like we should have stayed in the fucking ghetto. Because it seems like the ghetto, the kids that don't have much are the most humble, most appreciative and respectful children. But it be the ones that you give your whole soul to. That will give you their ass to kiss, baby. Do you understand what I'm saying? One day I had to take off from work because I thought I was going to have a fucking heart attack. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And I got on YouTube and I put in what to do when a teenager move out. And I just started getting these different videos that I could just listen to. And then I started seeing teenager videos of how they moved out their parents' house. And I said, oh, this is normal, huh? But when I moved out my grandma's house, me and my grandma was on good terms. So much so, listen, when I was 17, I was making $1,000 a week doing hair. But I moved out my grandma's house on good terms. So much so that my grandma furnished all my whole apartment, from the bedroom to the living room to the kitchen. She furnished my whole apartment. But then let me tell you something. But then I had a nigga that was 32 that saw me as a young, naive, fresh little girl in the street. And he moved right into my fucking life and brought trauma. And I didn't listen. Sometimes these kids don't listen to you, and they got to fall in their own sword. Nah. And I ain't gonna save nobody, because I'm barely saving my damn self. I spent 17 years trying to teach you how to do it right. Why? Because I did it wrong. And as a parent, you know on the line, you want your children to do better than you. You want your children to be more healed and healthier than you. You want them. So you try to tell them, hey man, don't go down that way. Hey man, don't do this like this. Hey, you know, you try to tell people, hey, like you try to tell, okay, I know you're gonna have sex, but don't have unprotected sex, because AIDS is out there. Come on, man. And these little teenagers, let me tell you something. My husband said it best. When you try to talk to these teenagers, my husband said it best. An older man, listen to me, if you are a teenager on this line, an older man sees you as young, naive, fresh pussy. That's all you is. Let's be clear. I was 19 years old walking down the aisle to a nigga who had a drug addiction, no place to stay, because I was young, naive, fresh pussy to him. And I had a place to stay. And he came in my life. Damn, you try to change, you try to teach your children that you think love is in the street? Well, baby, if you think I'm your fucking enemy, I wonder what you think them strangers about to be to you. We try to save our children. Let me tell you something. We try to save our children. But last year, when everything was, let me tell you something. Last year, everything, you are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Last year, when everything was peachy dory, my dad grandma came to me and she said two things to me. She said, don't kill yourself worrying about your family. That was the first thing she said. The second thing she said was, she said, don't let what your children choose break your heart. Now, this is my first time being a mama. I never was mothered. Never. Don't even know who my daddy is. I used to be jealous of people who had mamas. That's how bad my trauma was. When I would see a mama and daughter relationship, I used to be so jealous because I wanted that. I was giving up for adoption. But my dad, grandma said, baby, you did your best. And don't let what your children choose break your heart. That's what us parents gonna have to realize. Baby, they make their own decision and let them fall by the sword of their own decision. It ain't on you. Because, baby, for 17 years, I gave my whole soul up. My God. Baby, let me tell you something. You don't know me too well. But if you look down my timeline, my child was my soul. That's why back in January, when I met you, I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I thought I was going to have a fucking heart attack. That pain hurt me so bad. You hear me? But now, because people like you and other mamas who helping me realize, baby, listen. When you done your part, you gotta let it go. And like Kirk Franklin said, years after years of trying to encourage, trying to redirect, trying to love and help your children, and they don't want to listen, what the fuck did you supposed to do? Let you break my back so you can live? Because that's all you want me to do. You want me to bend over to accommodate bad behavior, and I won't do it.
And that won't be enough.
And that still won't be enough. Because that's what I told God. I said, God, I did not give my children. You don't give your children everything for them to resent you and hate you. You give your children the things that you wish you had so they can be greater than you. Not for them to resent you. What the fuck is this spirit? Oh, okay. That's why you gotta do your part and let the chips fall where they may. Hello? And that's on everything. And I don't give a good goddamn who feel ways about it. I said what I said, and I stand on it. Don't you kill yourself for your children? Don't you have a fucking heart attack? Don't you go to the grave worrying about your goddamn children? Let them people go. Let them people do what they do. Because these children kill you in the name of you loving them. But I be damned. Bitch, I be damned. Because love was me from the time you came out my womb to now. Loving on you and birthing you and caring for you and nurturing you and teaching you your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s. That was love. Tough love is telling you, no, you shouldn't go down that alley. That alley. It's a dark place. That's tough love. But if that ain't enough for you, and you want to go down the alley,
walk down that alley.
Walk down that alley. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. You hear me? I did it by myself. Baby, I had my baby in October. December, the damn daddy was divorcing me. By July, my grandma died. Tell me who I had. Who did I have? By September, 50,000 was in my hand. That was nobody but God. Help me raise that child. And if that wasn't enough, all these years, baby, I ain't got nothing left to give you. I don't have nothing left. I don't have nothing left. Sometimes you gotta take your hands off it, especially when you ain't got nothing left. Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
You both can't fall in the pit.
Baby, I can't do it. I got another soul in my hand. Back at that house that still need to be mothered too. Hello? So I can't save you from your ditch right now. But when you're ready to come out, I'll be right here. Because baby, I was sitting in this car in January with a loaded gun. I ain't trying to kill I ain't going to kill myself. But I ain't knew where my child was. I said, I'm going to find my child in the land. I'm about to find my child and see who she with. And God said, you better not leave from this house. Baby, I put that firearm back in this safe place, and I laid in the grass, and I asked God to help me. Sometimes you can't control things, and it hurts you when you can't control it, ain't it? Baby, God had to tell me, Nikki White, don't you leave from this house, because somebody gonna get killed. And I thank God, back in January, when you saw me, did I look like myself? I didn't look like myself. I was dying. You hear me? And they didn't even know it. But people like you and other mamas encourage me, no, baby. Then they came back to me what my grandma said. Hey, God, don't kill yourself worrying about your family. You know how many mamas in the grave dead? They dead because they was heartbroken by their kids. His mama's dead because their children broke them. Do you understand that? It's time to settle this thing. We love our children, but we can't save you. You're going to have to listen. And if you don't, so be you now.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Listen.
Oh my God. Oh my God. My God today. Oh my God. It's time out for our people to not walk in wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes our counterparts are ahead of us because of the wisdom that they pass down. And we're trying to teach, but they don't want it. They don't want it. You want to do your own thing? That's fine. You're supposed to do your own thing. But if somebody is ahead of you or them been there where you're trying to go, they have insight and foresight to say, baby, don't sign. Listen, baby, don't sign no car note with somebody in bankruptcy. A 28 interest rate on a neon ain't no goddamn blessing. It's detriment to your financial stability. I'm gonna have to delete this live. Let's go eat.
Good.
And be married. Yeah. Lord, I thank you. I just had to put that out in the universe so I can sleep tonight. And I hope it helps somebody. That's all. I hope it helps somebody. Bye, y'all. I love y'all.